Have you been wondering what this new month will bring? Have you looked at the calendar with hope in your heart, but uncertainty in your mind? Before July begins, be still for a moment and listen carefully. Do not allow fear to write the story of your next season before it has even started. Lift your eyes to me, because I have something I want you to hear today. My child, as you stand at the doorway of a new month, do not carry yesterday's burdens into tomorrow's blessings. Leave behind the fear that has weighed down your heart. Leave behind the regrets that continue to whisper lies about your future. Leave behind the disappointments that have tried to convince you that nothing will ever change. This is a new beginning, and I am inviting you to walk into it with faith instead of fear. I know the prayers you have prayed during the past months. I have seen the tears that no one else noticed. I have heard the words you could not even speak because your heart was too heavy. I know the moments when you smiled before others while quietly asking me for strength. My child, none of those prayers have been forgotten. Not one tear has fallen without my notice. I have been with you through every difficult day, every restless night, and every silent battle. Before July begins, I want you to remember who I am. I am not limited by what has happened in the past. I am not discouraged by your weaknesses. I am not surprised by the obstacles standing before you. I am the one who brings hope into hopeless places, peace into troubled hearts, and light into the darkest valleys. When you place your trust in me, you are placing your life into hands that never fail. My child, this new month is not simply another page on the calendar. It is another opportunity to walk more closely with me. Do not measure this month by the mistakes you made before. Do not expect yesterday's disappointments to become tomorrow's destiny. Each new day is a reminder that my mercy is new and my faithfulness has not changed. There will be moments in July when you will need courage. There will be decisions that require wisdom. There will be opportunities to show kindness when others choose anger. There will be chances to forgive when resentment feels easier. I will be with you through every one of those moments. You do not have to face this month alone, because my presence will go before you, remain beside you, and strengthen you from within. My child, open your heart to the blessings that cannot be measured by money or possessions. Receive the blessing of renewed peace when anxiety tries to enter your thoughts. Receive the blessing of wisdom when confusion surrounds your decisions. Receive the blessing of courage when fear whispers that you should give up. Receive the blessing of hope when circumstances appear uncertain. These are gifts that no one can take away because they come from my presence. I also want you to become a blessing to others this month. Speak words that encourage instead of words that discourage. Offer forgiveness quickly. Be generous with compassion. Listen with patience. Love without expecting anything in return. When you become a channel of my love, you will discover that I often bless those who freely bless others. Do not spend this month worrying about everything that could go wrong. Instead, begin each morning by thanking me for another day of life. Ask me to guide your steps. Trust me with your plans. Invite me into your work, your family, your conversations, and your decisions. When you place me first, your heart will discover a peace that circumstances cannot steal. My child, there will be unexpected moments of joy ahead. There will also be challenges that stretch your faith. Do not allow either success or difficulty to pull your eyes away from me. Remain humble in moments of blessing and remain hopeful in moments of testing. I will use every experience to shape you into the person I created you to become. Remember this as July begins. The greatest blessing is not found in having an easy life. The greatest blessing is knowing that you never walk through life alone. My love will remain constant. My grace will remain sufficient. My wisdom will remain available. My promises will remain true. If your heart is ready to enter this new month with faith, write, Lord, I trust you with my July in the comments as your declaration of hope. And if these messages encourage your walk with me, Remember to like this video, subscribe for future devotionals, share this message with someone who needs hope before July begins, and, if you feel led, support this ministry through the link below so these messages can continue reaching hearts around the world. Stay with me until the end of this journey, my child. Throughout this series, I will continue reminding you that no matter what July brings, you will never face it alone. I am already there, preparing the way before you, strengthening your heart today, and leading you toward the purpose I have lovingly prepared for your life. My child, before you take another step into this new month, I want you to quiet your heart and remember this truth: you are not stepping into July by yourself. I am already there. Before the first sunrise of this month appears, my hand is already preparing your path. Before your first prayer rises from your lips, I have already heard the desires hidden within your heart. Before your first challenge arrives, I have already prepared the grace you will need to overcome it. Do not begin this month expecting the same disappointments you experienced before. Do not allow the pain of yesterday to become the expectation of tomorrow. Every new month is another reminder that my mercy is renewed. I am inviting you to leave behind the burdens that have become too heavy for you to carry. You were never created to walk through life weighed down by constant worry. Bring your concerns to me, and let my peace guard your heart. My child, I know there are prayers you are still waiting to see answered. Perhaps you have prayed for healing. Perhaps you have prayed for restoration within your family. Perhaps you have asked me to provide for your needs or to open a door that has remained closed for a long time. Continue bringing these requests before me with faith. Do not mistake waiting for abandonment. I am never absent from the lives of those who seek me. While you wait, I am working in ways that you cannot yet see. This month, I want you to focus less on what you cannot control and more on what you can surrender. You cannot control every circumstance, but you can choose to trust me. You cannot control the actions of other people, but you can choose to respond with love. You cannot predict every outcome, but you can choose to believe that I remain faithful. These choices will shape your heart far more than the situations around you. My child, there will be unexpected opportunities placed before you this month. Some will seem small, and others may appear beyond your ability. Do not let fear decide your future. Ask me for wisdom, and I will guide you. Ask me for courage, and I will strengthen you. Ask me for discernment, and I will help you recognize the path that leads toward peace. Remember that my greatest blessings are not always the ones the world notices first. Sometimes the greatest blessing is a peaceful heart in the middle of uncertainty. Sometimes it is restored hope after a long season of discouragement. Sometimes it is renewed strength when you thought you had nothing left to give. Never overlook these gifts because they are evidence of my loving care for you. My child, protect your thoughts this month. Do not allow fear to become the loudest voice in your mind. Fill your heart with my truth. Begin each morning by remembering that you are loved. Remind yourself that you are never forgotten. Remind yourself that your life has purpose. When anxious thoughts arise, return to my promises. Let them become the foundation upon which your confidence stands. I also want you to be patient with yourself. Growth rarely happens all at once. If you stumble, do not remain on the ground. Stand up with my help and continue walking. If you become discouraged, return to my presence. If you become tired, rest in my strength. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to remain close to me. This month, look for opportunities to encourage someone else. There are people around you carrying burdens that no one else can see. A kind word, a sincere prayer, or a simple act of compassion may become the very reminder they needed that they are not alone. As you become a source of encouragement, you will also discover new joy growing within your own heart. My child, let gratitude become your daily habit throughout July. Thank me before you see every answer. Thank me for every new day. Thank me for every lesson that strengthens your faith. Thank me for every door I open and every door I close for your good. A grateful heart recognizes blessings that worry often overlooks. I want this month to become a season in which your relationship with me grows deeper than ever before. Spend time in my presence. Open your heart to my voice. Allow my word to shape your decisions. The closer you walk with me, the greater your peace will become, regardless of what happens around you. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, Lord, lead me through this month, in the comments as your declaration of trust. Let your words remind you that you are placing every day of July into my hands. Stay with me through every part of this journey, my child. There is still much I want to reveal to you throughout this month. Together we will continue building a faith that remains steady, a hope that does not fade, and a heart that rests securely in my unfailing love. Whatever July may bring, remember this above all else: I am with you, I am for you, and I will faithfully guide you one step at a time. My child, as this new month continues to unfold, I do not want you to become distracted by everything happening around you. The world will always give you reasons to worry. There will always be voices predicting failure, circumstances that seem uncertain, and situations that test your patience. But I have called you to live differently. I have called you to keep your eyes on me, instead of allowing fear to control your thoughts. When you keep your heart centered on my presence, you will discover a peace that cannot be shaken by changing circumstances. Before this month began, you wondered what July would hold. Perhaps you entered this season with excitement, or perhaps you stepped into it carrying concerns that no one else knows about. Whatever is in your heart today, bring it to me. Do not carry your burdens in silence. I already know every concern before you speak it. I know the financial pressures that weigh upon your mind. I know the family situations that keep you awake at night. I know the prayers you continue whispering with tears. My child, I have not turned away from you. I have been listening all along. I want you to understand something important. My blessings are not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they arrive quietly. Sometimes they appear as unexpected strength when you thought you could not continue. Sometimes they come as wisdom that helps you make the right decision. Sometimes they arrive as peace that guards your heart in the middle of uncertainty. Do not overlook these blessings simply because they are gentle. My greatest gifts often transform your life, one faithful day at a time. My child, this month, I want you to release the habit of expecting disappointment. Too often, you prepare yourself for the worst because you are trying to protect your heart from pain. But expecting darkness can keep you from recognizing the light I am placing before you. Choose hope. Choose to believe that I am still working. Choose to remember that I have carried you through every previous season, and I will remain faithful in this one as well. There will be moments this month when doors do not open as quickly as you hoped. Do not become discouraged. Every closed door is not a punishment. Sometimes it is my protection. Sometimes I am redirecting your steps towards something that better reflects my purpose for your life. Trust me enough to believe that I can see what you cannot. I know where every path leads, and I will never guide you away from what is truly best for you. My child, do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Comparison steals gratitude and weakens faith. I have written a unique story for your life. Another person's season is not your season, and another person's timing is not your timing. Instead of asking why someone else seems to be moving ahead, ask me to help you become the person I created you to be. Your purpose is not found in keeping pace with others. Your purpose is found in faithfully walking with me. This month, guard your words carefully. Speak life instead of defeat. When fear tells you that nothing will change, answer with faith. When doubt tells you that you are alone, remember that I am with you. When discouragement tells you to give up, remind yourself that I am strengthening you day by day. Your words have the power to shape the atmosphere of your heart. Let them reflect trust instead of fear. My child, I also want you to make room for quiet moments with me. Do not become so busy that you forget to listen. There are things I want to place within your heart that cannot be heard in constant noise. Begin each day by inviting me into your plans. End each evening by thanking me for my faithfulness. Little by little, you will discover that your relationship with me is becoming deeper, stronger, and more peaceful than ever before. Remember that every act of kindness you show this month matters. Every encouraging word, every sincere prayer, every patient response, every quiet sacrifice made in love is precious to me. You may never know how your faithfulness influences another person's life, but I do. Nothing done with love is ever wasted. Continue reflecting my heart wherever you go. My child, there will be blessings in this month that you cannot yet imagine. Some will come through opportunities. Some will come through lessons that strengthen your faith. Some will come through relationships that encourage your spirit. Some will come through answered prayers, while others will come through the peace I give you while you continue waiting. Receive every blessing with humility and gratitude, remembering that every good gift comes from me. Do not fear the days ahead. I am already walking before you. I know every conversation you will have, every decision you will face, and every challenge that may arise. My grace will meet you there before you ever arrive. You are never walking into the unknown alone because I am already present in every tomorrow. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I receive your peace this month," in the comments. Let those words become your declaration that your confidence is resting in my faithfulness rather than in changing circumstances. Stay with me throughout the rest of this journey, my child. I still have more to place within your heart before this month unfolds completely. Continue trusting me, continue seeking me, and continue walking by faith. As you do, you will discover that the greatest blessing of July is not simply what you receive from my hand, but the deeper relationship you build with my heart. My child, as you continue walking through this new month, I want you to remember something that your heart often forgets. I did not bring you this far to leave you halfway through your journey. Every day you have lived, every lesson you have learned, every prayer you have whispered, and every trial you have endured has been seen by me. There has never been a single moment when my eyes were not upon you or my love was not surrounding you. Even when you felt forgotten, I was faithfully working behind the scenes in ways you could not yet understand. This month, I am calling you to release the weight of yesterday. Do not carry old disappointments into new opportunities. Do not allow past failures to become chains that keep you from walking forward. What happened before may have taught you valuable lessons, but it does not have the authority to define the future I am preparing for you. I am the God who gives new beginnings. Every sunrise reminds you that my mercy is fresh and my compassion has not failed. My child, I know there are moments when you wonder if your prayers are making a difference. Perhaps you have asked me the same question many times. Perhaps you have waited longer than you expected. Perhaps you have even questioned whether I was listening. Hear my voice today. Every sincere prayer has reached my heart. Every tear has been counted. Every cry for help has been heard. I do not ignore the prayers of my children. I answer according to my wisdom, my love, and my perfect timing, because I always see what you cannot. There will be days this month when you are tempted to become discouraged, because things do not happen as quickly as you hoped. During those moments, remember that I am never in a hurry, yet I am never late. I am building something in your life that will endure. I care more about lasting transformation than temporary excitement. While you are asking me to change your circumstances, I am also shaping your character so that when the blessings arrive, your heart will be ready to carry them with humility and gratitude. My child, stop believing the lie that you must have everything figured out before you can move forward. If you wait until every question is answered, you will never take the first step. Faith begins where certainty ends. I have not asked you to understand every detail of the journey. I have simply asked you to trust the one who already knows the destination. Walk with me one day at a time. Let tomorrow remain in my hands while you faithfully live the day I have given you. This month, I want you to become more aware of the quiet blessings surrounding your life. Notice the strength I give you each morning. Notice the peace that comes when you spend time with me. Notice the people I place in your path to encourage you. Notice the opportunities to show kindness, patience, and compassion. Sometimes my greatest blessings are hidden within ordinary moments, waiting for grateful hearts to recognize them. My child, guard your heart against comparison. The world constantly encourages you to measure your life against the lives of others, but comparison steals joy and weakens faith. I have never asked you to become someone else. I created you with unique gifts, a unique calling, and a unique journey. Trust the pace I have chosen for your life. What I am doing in someone else's story does not lessen what I am preparing in yours. I also want you to become a source of peace wherever you go. Let your words bring hope instead of fear. Let your actions reflect kindness instead of anger. Let your patience reveal my love to those around you. There are people who desperately need encouragement this month, and I may choose to reach them through your simple acts of compassion. Never underestimate the power of a life surrendered to my love. My child, when unexpected challenges arise, do not immediately assume that I have left you. Challenges are not proof of my absence. Many times they become opportunities for you to discover how faithful I truly am. Every obstacle becomes another place where my strength can be revealed. Every uncertainty becomes another invitation to trust me more deeply. Every difficulty can become another testimony of my sustaining grace. Remember that the greatest blessing I desire to give you this month is not merely success, prosperity, or comfort. The greatest blessing is a heart that knows me more intimately than before. Because when you know me deeply, peace remains even when circumstances change. Hope remains even when answers are delayed. Joy remains even when life becomes difficult. That kind of blessing cannot be taken away because it is rooted in my presence. My child, continue believing that good things are still ahead. Not because life will suddenly become perfect, but because I will continue walking beside you through every season. My love has not changed. My promises have not failed. My plans for you are still filled with hope. Every day of this month is another opportunity for you to experience my faithfulness in new ways. If these words have strengthened your heart today, write, Lord, I will trust your timing this month, in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that your future rests safely in my hands. Stay with me through every remaining part of this journey, my child. There is still more I want to teach you, more peace I want to pour into your heart, and more hope I want to awaken within your spirit. Continue walking with confidence, because July is not simply another month. It is another opportunity to grow closer to me, to trust me more deeply, and to discover that my love is more than enough for every day that lies ahead. My child, I know there are moments when you quietly ask yourself, will this month be different? You have entered new seasons before with hope, only to face unexpected disappointments. Because of that, your heart has learned to protect itself by expecting less. But today, I want you to set those fears aside and listen carefully. I did not create you to live with a heart that expects defeat. I created you to walk with confidence in my faithfulness, knowing that no matter what happens around you, I will never stop working for your good. Before July began, I already knew every conversation you would have, every decision you would make, every opportunity that would come your way, and every challenge that would test your faith. Nothing waiting for you this month has taken me by surprise. I have already gone before you. Where you see uncertainty, I see the complete path. Where you see obstacles, I see opportunities for my grace to be revealed. Where you see closed doors, I see the better direction I am leading you toward. My child, do not allow fear to become the voice that directs your decisions this month. Fear will always tell you to stay where it feels comfortable. Fear will remind you of every time something went wrong. Fear will convince you that it is safer not to believe too much. But faith speaks differently. Faith reminds you that I am able to do more than you can imagine. Faith reminds you that my power is not limited by your circumstances. Faith reminds you that my love has never failed you and never will. This month, I want you to begin each morning by placing your plans into my hands. Before you become busy with your responsibilities, spend a few quiet moments with me. Invite me into your thoughts, your work, your relationships, and your decisions. When you begin your day in my presence, you will discover that your heart becomes calmer, your mind becomes clearer, and your spirit becomes stronger. The greatest preparation for every day is not knowing everything that will happen. It is walking closely with me. My child, there are blessings that I want you to notice this month that you may have overlooked before. Notice the strength I give you when you feel weak. Notice the peace that settles your heart when anxiety tries to enter. Notice the unexpected kindness that reminds you you are not alone. Notice the wisdom that helps you make the right choice at the right time. These are all expressions of my care for you. My blessings are often found in ordinary moments that become extraordinary because my presence is there. I also want you to release the burden of trying to control everything. You cannot control every outcome, and you were never meant to. Some things belong in your hands, but many things belong in mine. Trust me with what you cannot change. Stop carrying burdens that I have already invited you to surrender. When you release control, you make room for peace. When you trust me, you discover that my plans are always wiser than your fears. My child, remember that patience is not wasted time. While you are waiting, I am working. While you are praying, I am preparing. While you are trusting, I am strengthening your heart. Many of the greatest blessings in your life require preparation before they arrive. Do not become impatient with the process. I know exactly when every answer should come, and my timing is always guided by perfect love. This month, be generous with encouragement. Someone around you may be carrying invisible pain. A kind word, a sincere smile, or a simple prayer may become the reminder they desperately needed that they are not forgotten. Allow my compassion to flow through your life. When you become a blessing to others, your own heart will also be refreshed. My child, if disappointment visits you this month, do not let it remain in your heart. Bring it to me quickly. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Disappointment is temporary, but my faithfulness is eternal. Every setback that comes into your life is something I can use to shape your future. I am able to redeem what seems lost and restore what appears broken. Keep your eyes on me throughout this month. Do not let temporary problems distract you from eternal truths. I am still your provider. I am still your shepherd. I am still your refuge. I am still your peace. I have not changed, and because I have not changed, your hope remains secure. My child, I want July to become more than another month that passes on the calendar. Let it become a month in which your trust grows deeper, your faith becomes stronger, your prayers become more confident, and your relationship with me becomes more personal. The greatest miracle I desire to perform is not only changing situations around you, but transforming the heart within you. If these words have encouraged your spirit today, write, Lord, I place this month in your hands, in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that every day of July belongs to me, and every step you take is guided by my faithful love. Continue this journey with me until the very end, my child. And if these messages are strengthening your faith, remember to like this video, subscribe so you do not miss the next message, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and if you feel led, support this ministry through the link below. Your generosity helps these messages reach hearts around the world that are searching for hope, peace, and the assurance of my unfailing love. Now walk forward with confidence, because I am already waiting for you in every tomorrow, and my blessings will always begin with my presence. My child, as you continue through this month, I want you to slow down and remember something that can transform the way you face every new day. Do not wake up expecting the weight of yesterday to determine the outcome of today. Every morning I place before you is a fresh opportunity to trust me, to seek my wisdom, and to discover my faithfulness in ways you have never experienced before. Do not allow old disappointments to become the lens through which you view the future. I am always doing something new in the hearts of those who continue walking with me. I know there are moments when your mind becomes filled with questions about what lies ahead. You wonder whether your plans will succeed. You wonder if your family will be protected. You wonder whether the doors you have been praying about will finally open. My child, before those questions fill your heart with anxiety, remember this truth. I already stand in every tomorrow that you are worried about today. There is not a single moment waiting for you this month where my presence will not already be there. Wherever you go, I will walk beside you. This month, I want you to replace fear with expectation. Instead of expecting problems, begin expecting opportunities to witness my faithfulness. Instead of expecting disappointment, begin looking for evidence of my goodness. This does not mean life will become free from challenges, but it does mean your heart will learn to recognize that I am present in every circumstance. When your eyes are fixed on me, even difficult moments become opportunities to grow stronger in faith. My child, there are blessings that I have prepared for you that cannot be purchased with money or earned through human effort. I desire to fill your heart with peace that remains when life becomes uncertain. I desire to give you wisdom that guides your decisions. I desire to strengthen your spirit when your body grows tired. I desire to renew your hope whenever discouragement tries to settle into your heart. These are treasures that remain long after temporary success has faded. I also want you to become more patient this month. Be patient with those who are still growing. Be patient with yourself when progress seems slow. Be patient with situations that require time to unfold. Remember how patient I have been with you. I have never stopped loving you while you are learning. In the same way, extend grace to others as they continue their own journey. Patience creates room for love to grow, and love reflects my heart more clearly than anything else. My child, there may be moments this month when unexpected changes interrupt your plans. Do not immediately assume that every interruption is working against you. Sometimes I redirect your path because I see dangers you cannot see. Sometimes I delay your plans because I am arranging something better than you imagined. Trust me enough to believe that even when life changes unexpectedly, my purpose for your life remains secure. I want you to pay attention to the words you speak throughout this month. Do not continually speak defeat over your future. Do not allow hopelessness to become your daily language. Speak with gratitude. Speak with kindness. Speak with faith. Let your words remind your own heart that I am still in control. What you consistently declare has a way of shaping the atmosphere of your mind. Fill that atmosphere with hope rooted in my promises. My child, this month, I also invite you to spend more time encouraging those around you. There are people carrying silent burdens that you know nothing about. A gentle word may become the answer to a prayer they prayed before anyone else woke up. Your compassion can become a reflection of my love. Your forgiveness can become an example of my mercy. Never think that small acts of kindness have little value. I often use ordinary moments to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Remember that your relationship with me is the greatest blessing you possess. If everything else changed but my presence remained, you would still have the greatest treasure anyone could ever receive. Seek me not only because you desire answers, but because you desire to know my heart. When you know me more deeply, peace becomes your companion, hope becomes your foundation, and joy begins to grow, even in difficult seasons. My child, do not lose hope if the answers you seek have not yet arrived. Continue praying with confidence. Continue trusting with patience. Continue serving with love. Continue walking by faith. I have never abandoned those who wait upon me. At the right time, you will understand why certain prayers required waiting, and why certain doors remained closed until the proper season. Before this day ends, take a few moments to thank me, not only for the blessings you have already received, but also for the blessings that are still on their way. Gratitude prepares your heart to recognize my hand at work, even before every answer becomes visible. A thankful heart remains open to hope, because it remembers my faithfulness. If these words have encouraged your spirit today, write, "Lord, I will trust you every day of this month," in the comments. Let your declaration strengthen both your own faith and the hearts of others who are walking this journey beside you. Stay with me through every remaining part of this message, my child. And if these devotionals are helping you grow closer to me, remember to like this video, subscribe so you do not miss the next message, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and, if you feel led, support this ministry through the link below. Your generosity helps these messages reach people around the world who are searching for hope, peace, and the assurance that they are deeply loved. Continue walking with confidence this month, because I am leading you one faithful step at a time, and my plans for your life are filled with hope, purpose, and enduring peace. My child, today I want you to stop looking at this month as though it is only another page on the calendar. Every day I have given you is a gift filled with new opportunities to know me more deeply. Do not allow routine to make you forget the miracle of another sunrise. Every breath you take is evidence that my purpose for your life continues. My content. Every morning is another invitation to walk beside me, trust me more completely, and discover that my faithfulness has never changed. I know there are moments when you wonder if you are making progress. You compare where you are today with where you hoped you would be, and disappointment quietly begins to fill your thoughts. My child, stop measuring your life by human timelines. I am not in a hurry, and I have not forgotten you. While you are looking for visible success, I am building invisible strength. While you are waiting for circumstances to change, I am transforming your heart. What I am doing within you today is preparing you for what I will entrust to you tomorrow. This month, I want you to become more aware of my presence in the ordinary moments of your day. I am with you when you begin your work. I am with you when you care for your family. I am with you during quiet moments when no one else is around. I am with you when you celebrate, and I remain beside you when you grieve. My presence is not limited to special occasions or places of worship. I desire to walk with you through every moment of your life because you are precious to me. My child, do not become discouraged if some of your prayers remain unanswered for now. Waiting does not mean I have turned away from you. Many times, waiting is where your faith becomes stronger. While you continue trusting me, I am preparing your heart, arranging circumstances, and opening the right doors at the right time. Never believe that silence means absence. Even when you cannot hear my voice as clearly as you would like, my hand is still guiding your steps. I want you to release every fear that tells you you are not enough. You may feel inadequate, but my strength is greater than your weakness. You may feel uncertain, but my wisdom is greater than your understanding. You may feel weary, but my grace is greater than your exhaustion. Stop looking only at what you lack, and begin remembering who walks beside you. When you rely on me instead of yourself, you will discover a strength that does not fade. My child, this month I want your home to become a place filled with peace. Choose words that build others up instead of tearing them down. Be quick to forgive and slow to become angry. Listen with compassion. Serve with humility. Allow the people around you to experience my love through your actions. Some of the greatest sermons are not preached from a platform, but lived through a faithful and loving life. Remember that gratitude changes the atmosphere of your heart. When you begin thanking me each day, your eyes become more sensitive to my blessings. You begin noticing the prayers I have already answered. You recognize the protection I have provided. You see the strength I have given you during difficult seasons. Gratitude reminds you that my goodness has never stopped surrounding your life. My child, there may be unexpected opportunities waiting for you before this month ends. Do not allow fear to keep you from walking through the doors I open. Seek my wisdom before making decisions, and trust that I will direct your path. Even if the opportunity seems larger than your own ability, remember that I have never called you to depend only upon yourself. I will provide the strength, wisdom, and courage you need for every assignment I place before you. I also want you to let go of the habit of replaying old failures. I have already offered you forgiveness. Do not continue carrying what I have already removed. Learn from the past, but do not live there. Every new day is another opportunity to begin again. My mercy has not run out. My patience has not ended. My love has not diminished. I continue welcoming you with open arms every time you come to me. My child, trust that I know exactly what your heart needs most. Sometimes you ask me for one thing while I prepare something even better. But sometimes I answer differently than you expected because my view is eternal, while yours is limited to today. Trust my heart even when you cannot fully understand my ways. I have never acted without love, and I never will. Before this month comes to an end, I want you to look back and see not only the blessings you received, but also the person you became. I want you to notice how your faith grew stronger, how your patience became deeper, how your heart became softer, and how your confidence in me became greater. These are treasures that no circumstance can ever take away. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, your presence is my greatest blessing," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that the greatest gift of this month is not found in what you receive, but in walking more closely with me every single day. Stay with me through the remaining parts of this journey, my child. There is still more I desire to speak into your heart before this month is complete. Continue trusting me, continue seeking me, and continue walking by faith. I am leading you into deeper peace, stronger hope, and a closer relationship with me. No matter what this month brings, remember this unchanging truth. I am your faithful shepherd, your constant refuge, and your everlasting source of hope, and I will never stop walking beside you. My child, today I want you to lift your eyes above the circumstances that have been trying to steal your peace. I know there have been moments this month when unexpected situations challenged your faith. Perhaps not everything has unfolded the way you imagined. Perhaps some prayers are still waiting for answers. Perhaps some burdens still remain upon your heart. But do not mistake temporary difficulty for my absence. I have not stepped away from your life. For I am still walking beside you, still strengthening your heart, and still leading you toward the purpose I prepared long before this month began. Before July ever arrived, I already knew every joy you would experience and every trial you would face. I knew the conversations that would encourage you and the moments that would test your patience. I knew the victories that would make you smile and the disappointments that would drive you to seek me more deeply. None of these things surprised me because I knew them all. I also prepared enough grace for every single day. You will never face a challenge for which I have not already provided strength. My child, I want you to stop believing that your future depends entirely upon your own ability. Yes, I have called you to work faithfully, to make wise decisions, and to live with integrity. But your future is ultimately held in my hands, not yours. You are not carrying your life alone. Every step you take with me is supported by my wisdom and sustained by my love. Whenever you begin feeling overwhelmed, remember that I am carrying what you cannot. This month, I want you to pay close attention to the condition of your heart. It is easy to become distracted by everything happening around you while forgetting what is happening within you. Protect your heart from bitterness. Protect it from constant worry. Protect it from jealousy and comparison. Instead, fill it with my truth. Allow gratitude to replace complaining. Allow forgiveness to replace resentment. Allow hope to replace fear. The condition of your heart will influence every decision you make. My child, I know you sometimes wonder whether your quiet faithfulness matters. You continue praying even when answers seem delayed. You continue serving others even when you feel tired. You continue showing kindness even when it is not always returned. Let me assure you that nothing you do in love is ever wasted. I see every sacrifice. I see every hidden act of obedience. I see every moment when you choose faith instead of fear. Heaven celebrates faithfulness long before the world ever notices it. Remember that blessings are not always measured by what you receive. Sometimes the greatest blessing is the person you are becoming. Each challenge has made you wiser. Each disappointment has taught you compassion. Each season of waiting has strengthened your patience. Each prayer has drawn you closer to my heart. These blessings will remain with you long after temporary circumstances have changed. My child, do not allow the opinions of others to determine your worth. People may misunderstand you. Some may fail to appreciate your efforts. Others may judge what they cannot fully see. But your identity has never been built upon human approval. Your identity is secure because you belong to me. I know your heart. I know your intentions. I know the purpose I have placed within you. Rest in that truth instead of chasing the acceptance of people whose opinions constantly change. This month, I also want you to become more generous with encouragement. Speak life into your family. Pray for your friends. Comfort those who are hurting. Celebrate the victories of others without comparison. There is enough room in my kingdom for everyone to flourish according to the calling I have given them. A generous heart reflects my own heart. My child, there may be doors that remain closed during this season. Do not force them open. Trust that if I have closed a door, it is because I know something you cannot yet see. Continue walking faithfully, and when the right opportunity arrives, you will recognize my hand upon it. I never remove something without preparing something better according to my perfect wisdom. Before this month is over, I want you to make one simple commitment. Choose to spend more time with me than you spend worrying. Spend more time reading my word than reading fearful opinions. Spend more time thanking me than complaining about what has not yet changed. As you do, your heart will become stronger. Your faith will become deeper, and your peace will become more steady than ever before. My child, I am still pouring blessings into your life, though they may not always appear in the form you expected. Every day I give you another opportunity to begin again is a blessing. Every moment of peace I place within your heart is a blessing. Every lesson that strengthens your faith is a blessing. Every reminder that you are deeply loved is a blessing. Receive these gifts with gratitude, and you will begin to recognize my goodness in places you once overlooked. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I receive your blessings with gratitude" in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that true blessing begins with knowing my presence and trusting my heart. Stay with me through the remaining parts of this journey, my child. There is still more I desire to reveal before this month unfolds completely. Continue walking beside me with confidence. Continue believing when answers seem delayed. Continue loving when the world grows cold. Continue hoping, because I am the God who never fails. As long as you keep your hand in mine, you will never walk alone, and my peace, my wisdom, and my faithful love will remain with you every step of the way. My child, as this month continues, I want you to remember that your greatest source of confidence is not found in what you possess, what you accomplish, or what other people think about you. Your confidence is found in knowing that you belong to me. Long before anyone recognized your value, I knew your name. Long before you discovered your purpose, I had already prepared it. Long before you faced the battles that now seem so heavy, I had already prepared the strength you would need to overcome them. Never question your worth because of temporary circumstances. Your value has always been established by my everlasting love. I know there are moments this month when you have wondered if you are making the right decisions. You have prayed for wisdom, asking me to show you which path to take. My child, do not become anxious because you cannot see every step ahead. I rarely reveal the entire journey at once. Instead, I give enough light for the next faithful step. If you continue seeking me with a sincere heart, I will guide you. Trust that I am leading you even when the road ahead seems unfamiliar. There are blessings that I desire to pour into your life this month, but I also desire to prepare your heart to receive them. A blessing without wisdom can become a burden. Success without humility can become a trap. Opportunity without character can lead to pride. This is why I continue shaping your heart. I am preparing not only your circumstances, but also your spirit, so that what I place into your hands will draw you closer to me, rather than farther away. My child, stop allowing yesterday's disappointments to steal today's joy. Every morning is a reminder that my mercy has been renewed. If I have given you another day, it means my purpose for your life continues. Do not spend this precious gift replaying old failures or worrying about things that have not yet happened. Live faithfully in the present moment. Love those around you. Speak words of kindness. Do your work with excellence. Trust me with everything you cannot control. This month, I want you to become more aware of the blessings that are already surrounding you. Sometimes you become so focused on what you are still praying for that you overlook what I have already provided. Take time to thank me for your daily bread, for the people who care about you, for the strength to rise each morning, for the peace that comes when you seek my presence, and for the countless ways I have protected you without your even knowing it. Gratitude opens your eyes to miracles that worry cannot see. My child, I know there are relationships that have brought pain into your life. Perhaps someone disappointed you. Perhaps trust was broken. Perhaps words were spoken that wounded your heart. I do not ask you to pretend those things never happened. I ask you to place them into my hands. Forgiveness is not saying that wrong becomes right. Forgiveness is choosing not to allow yesterday's wounds to control tomorrow's peace. Let me heal what others could not repair. My love reaches deeper than every hurt. I also want you to remember that your life has influence beyond what you can see. Someone is watching the way you respond to difficulty. Someone is learning about hope by observing your faith. Someone is discovering the power of kindness because of your actions. Never underestimate the testimony of a life that quietly walks with me. You may never know all the lives touched by your faithfulness, but I know every one of them. My child, when you become tired this month, do not continue running until your heart is empty. Come and rest with me. I never intended for you to live under constant pressure. Spend time in my presence. Allow my word to renew your mind. Let my peace quiet your anxious thoughts. There is strength available for those who wait upon me. You do not have to carry every burden alone because I delight in helping those who trust me. Remember that every delay has a purpose. Every lesson has meaning. Every season has something to teach you. Even when life moves more slowly than you hoped, do not assume that nothing is happening. Beneath the surface, I am arranging circumstances, preparing opportunities, strengthening your faith, and teaching you wisdom that will serve you for years to come. My work is never wasted, and neither is your waiting. My child, as this month continues, choose to walk each day with expectation instead of fear. Wake each morning believing that you will see evidence of my goodness. Look for opportunities to encourage others. Expect me to provide wisdom when you ask. Expect me to strengthen you when you are weary. Expect me to remain faithful because faithfulness is who I am. I have never abandoned those who place their trust in me, and I will not begin with you. Before this day comes to an end, lift your heart to me once more. Thank me not only for the blessings you have already seen, but also for those that are still unfolding. Trust that my timing is perfect, my plans are good, and my love for you remains constant. No matter what this month brings, you can walk forward with confidence because I am holding your future securely in my hands. If these words have encouraged your spirit today, write, "Lord, my hope is in you alone," in the comments. Let your declaration become a reminder that your confidence does not rest in changing circumstances, but in my unchanging love. Stay with me through the remaining parts of this journey, my child. I still have more truth to place within your heart before this month comes to an end. Continue seeking me every day. Continue trusting when answers seem delayed. Continue loving generously and walking humbly. As you do, you will discover that the greatest blessing I pour into your life this month is not simply what I give you, but the deeper relationship we build together, one faithful day at a time. My child, today I want you to remember that I have not asked you to walk through this month carrying the weight of every tomorrow. I have given you today. I have given you enough grace for today, enough strength for today, and enough wisdom for today. When tomorrow comes, I will meet you there with fresh mercy. Do not spend the gift of this day worrying about battles that have not yet arrived. Remain where I have placed you, and trust that I will faithfully guide each step. I know there are times when you wonder if you are strong enough to face what lies ahead. You look at your responsibilities, your unanswered prayers, and the uncertainty before you, and you begin to question yourself. But my child, you have been asking the wrong question. Instead of asking whether you are strong enough, ask whether I am faithful enough, and you already know the answer. I have never failed you. I have carried you through seasons that once seemed impossible. I have sustained you when your strength was gone. I have given you peace when nothing around you made sense. If I have remained faithful until now, why would I stop today? This month, I want you to stop measuring your life by what you have not yet received. Instead, measure it by the countless ways I have already shown my love. Remember the doors I opened when you saw no way forward. Remember the protection you received without even realizing it. Remember the people I placed in your life at exactly the right time. Remember the strength I gave you when you thought you could not continue. These memories are reminders that my goodness has always been surrounding you. My child, do not let disappointment become the foundation upon which you build your expectations. If you continually expect failure because of past experiences, you may overlook the new opportunities I am placing before you. I am not limited by your history. I am able to begin again. I am able to restore what was broken. I am able to redeem what seemed lost. Never believe that your past has more authority over your future than my grace does. I also want you to guard your heart from unnecessary burdens. There are worries you were never meant to carry. There are opinions you were never meant to believe. There are fears you were never meant to entertain. Whenever something steals your peace, bring it to me immediately. Do not allow anxiety to remain in your heart overnight. Release every burden into my hands because I care for you more deeply than you can imagine. My child, throughout this month I want you to become intentional about encouraging others. There is someone waiting for a kind word. There is someone who needs a reminder that hope still exists. There is someone who feels forgotten and longs for compassion. Allow my love to flow through your life. You do not have to perform extraordinary acts to make a lasting difference. Sometimes a listening ear, a gentle smile, or a sincere prayer becomes the very blessing another heart has been waiting for. Remember that I have never compared you to anyone else. I created you with unique gifts, unique experiences, and a unique purpose. Stop comparing your progress with the progress of others. Trust the pace I have chosen for your journey. What I am building within you cannot be rushed. Every lesson has been carefully measured according to the future I have prepared for you. My child, there may be moments this month when you feel tired from waiting. During those moments, Do not confuse waiting with wasting. While you are waiting, I am strengthening your faith. While you are waiting, I am preparing opportunities you cannot yet see. While you are waiting, I am aligning circumstances according to my perfect wisdom. No moment spent trusting me is ever wasted. Every day of faithful waiting becomes another stone in the strong foundation I am building within your life. I want your heart to remain soft throughout this month. Do not allow disappointment to make you cynical. Do not allow criticism to make you unkind. Do not allow pain to keep you from loving others. Continue choosing mercy. Continue choosing forgiveness. Continue choosing compassion. These choices reveal my character more clearly than words ever could. My child, before this month comes to an end, you will have opportunities to look back and recognize how I have been walking beside you every step of the way. You will see prayers answered in ways you did not expect. You will notice growth that once seemed invisible. You will recognize blessings that quietly entered your life without drawing attention to themselves. Keep your eyes open, because my goodness often appears in ordinary moments that become extraordinary through my presence. Never forget that the greatest blessing I pour into your life is not found only in what I provide, but in who I am. I am your refuge when life becomes uncertain. I am your peace when your heart feels troubled. I am your wisdom when decisions seem difficult. I am your strength when you feel weak. I am your faithful companion through every season, and I will never leave your side. If these words have strengthened your heart today, write, "Lord, I trust your plan for my life," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that every day of this month is safely held in my loving hands. Stay with me through the remaining parts of this journey, my child. There is still more I want to place within your heart before this message is complete. Continue seeking me every morning, trusting me every evening, and walking with me throughout every moment in between. As you do, you will discover that the rain of blessings I promised begins with my presence, grows through your faith, and overflows into every area of your life as you continue following me with all your heart. My child, today, I want you to pause and remember that I have never measured your life by the number of victories you have achieved or the number of failures you have endured. I look at your heart. I see the moments when you choose to trust me, even though you do not understand what I am doing. I see the prayers you continue to pray when answers seem delayed. I see the quiet acts of obedience that no one else notices. Nothing done in faith is ever overlooked by me. Every step you take toward me matters, and every moment spent in my presence is preparing you for what lies ahead. This month, I want you to stop believing that you are behind. You have looked at the lives of others and wondered why their journey seems to be moving faster than yours. Comparison has quietly stolen your joy and made you question my timing. But my child, I have never compared your story with anyone else's. The path I have prepared for you is unique, because the purpose I have given you is unique. Trust the pace I have chosen for your life. I know exactly what I am doing, even when you cannot yet see the complete picture. I know there are dreams you still carry deep within your heart. Some of them have been there for years. Others were born through difficult seasons that taught you to depend upon me. Do not bury those dreams because of fear. Instead, place them into my hands. If they align with my purpose for your life, I know how to bring them to fulfillment in the right season. Do not confuse delay with denial. While you are waiting, I am preparing both you and the opportunities that will arrive at the proper time. My child, remember that my blessings are not always dramatic. Sometimes they come quietly through renewed strength when you feel weary. Sometimes they appear as wisdom that keeps you from making the wrong decision. Sometimes they come through unexpected peace in the middle of uncertainty. Sometimes they arrive through people I place in your path to encourage your heart. Learn to recognize these quiet blessings, because they are reminders that I am caring for you every single day. This month, I want you to protect your mind from thoughts that do not come from me. When fear tells you that you will fail, remember that I am your strength. When doubt tells you that nothing will change, remember that I am always working. When anxiety tries to convince you that you are alone, remember that I have promised never to leave you. Fill your thoughts with my truth, instead of allowing fear to shape your expectations. My child, I also want you to become more intentional about showing gratitude. Thank me before every answer becomes visible. Thank me for the breath in your lungs. Thank me for the strength to continue. Thank me for the lessons you have learned through difficult seasons. Thank me for the people who have stood beside you. Gratitude changes the way you see your life because it reminds you that my goodness has been present all along. There may be moments this month when unexpected challenges arise. Do not let those moments convince you that I have abandoned you. Challenges are not evidence that I have left you. Many times, they become opportunities for you to witness my faithfulness in ways you have never experienced before. Every obstacle can become another testimony of my grace if you continue placing your trust in me. My child, be careful not to allow busyness to replace our relationship. Responsibilities will always demand your attention, but your soul needs time in my presence. Before you rush into your daily tasks, spend a few moments with me. Allow my word to guide your thoughts. Allow my peace to settle your heart. When you begin your day with me, you will carry my presence into everything you do. Remember that forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself this month. Release those who have wounded you. Release the bitterness that tries to remain in your heart. Release the guilt that I have already forgiven. I want your hands to be free to receive the new things I am placing before you. Do not let yesterday's pain prevent you from embracing tomorrow's hope. My child, continue walking by faith, even when you cannot yet see the results of your prayers. Faith is not believing because everything is visible. Faith is trusting because you know my character. You know that I am faithful. You know that I am loving. You know that I keep my promises. Let these truths become the foundation beneath every step you take this month. Before this month comes to an end, I want you to look back and recognize not only what has changed around you, but also what has changed within you. Notice how your trust has grown. Notice how your patience has deepened. Notice how your heart has become more peaceful. These are blessings that will remain with you long after this month has passed. My child, keep expecting my goodness. Not because life will always be easy, but because I will always be with you. Every sunrise is another reminder that my mercy is new. Every breath is another reminder that my purpose for your life continues. Every day is another opportunity to walk more closely with me and experience the peace that only I can give. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, Lord, I will walk with you every day in the comments. Let your declarations strengthen your faith and remind you that your greatest blessing is not found in what this month brings, but in the one who walks beside you through every moment. Stay with me through the remaining parts of this journey, my child. There is still more I want to speak into your heart before this series comes to an end. Continue trusting me, continue seeking me, and continue believing that I am working even when you cannot see it. The rain of blessings I promised is not only about what you receive. It is about the transformation taking place within your heart as you learn to trust me more deeply with every passing day. My child, today I want you to remember that every new day of this month is another reminder that my grace has not run out. You may have entered July carrying questions, concerns, and expectations, but I have been walking beside you through every moment. There has not been a single day when my love has grown weaker or my faithfulness has become smaller. I remain the same, and because I remain the same, you can rest in the confidence that I will continue leading you with wisdom, compassion, and perfect love. I know there are moments when you look at your circumstances and wonder whether anything is truly changing. You pray, you wait, you trust, yet some situations seem to remain the same. My child, never believe that because you cannot see immediate change, nothing is happening. Some of my greatest works begin beneath the surface, where human eyes cannot see. Just as roots grow before fruit appears, I am strengthening your faith before revealing the blessings I have prepared. Trust the process, because I never waste a season that is surrendered to me. This month, I want you to become more aware of the quiet ways I care for you. I protect you from dangers you never notice. I provide answers before you realize you need them. I strengthen you in moments when you believe your own strength has disappeared. I comfort your heart when no one else knows you are hurting. I open doors that no person could open, and I close doors that would have led you away from my best. My care for you is constant, even when it is not immediately visible. My child, stop carrying the pressure of believing that you must solve every problem by yourself. There are burdens that belong only in my hands. When you try to carry everything alone, your heart becomes weary. But when you surrender your concerns to me, you create room for my peace to enter. I never asked you to control the future. I simply asked you to trust the one who already holds it. Let my peace become greater than your need to understand everything. Remember that your life has eternal value beyond what you can currently see. Every kind word you speak, every act of generosity, every prayer offered for another person, every decision to forgive, and every quiet moment of obedience becomes part of the testimony I'm writing through your life. Do not become discouraged if others fail to recognize your faithfulness. I see every sacrifice made in love, and nothing offered to me is ever forgotten. My child, throughout this month I want you to become more intentional about protecting your heart. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your agreement. Not every distraction deserves your time. Spend more time listening to my truth than listening to fear. Fill your mind with words that strengthen your faith rather than weaken your hope. What you allow into your heart today will shape the direction of your life tomorrow. I also want you to remember that waiting with me is never wasted. While you continue trusting me, I am arranging details that you cannot yet see. I am preparing conversations, opportunities, relationships, and moments that will unfold according to my perfect wisdom. If I answered every prayer immediately, you might miss the deeper work I desire to accomplish within your heart. Trust that my timing is always guided by love. My child, there may be moments before this month ends when unexpected blessings arrive in ways you never anticipated. Remain humble when they come. Remember where every good gift originates. Let gratitude become your first response instead of pride. The more thankful your heart becomes, the more clearly you will recognize my hand working throughout your life. I want you to become someone who brings peace wherever you go. Let your family experience patience through your words. Let your friends experience encouragement through your kindness. Let strangers experience compassion through your actions. When you choose to reflect my character, you become a light that shines into places where hope has grown dim. Your influence reaches farther than you realize because my love is working through you. My child, do not fear what still remains ahead in this month. There may be unexpected turns, but none of them will surprise me. There may be challenges, but none of them will be greater than the grace I provide. There may be moments when you feel weak, but my strength will always be enough. Whenever your heart begins to worry, remember that I have already gone before you. Every tomorrow is already known by me, and every step you take is safely held within my loving care. Before you rest tonight, take time to thank me, not only for the blessings you have already received, but also for the growth taking place within your heart. Thank me for every lesson that has made you wiser. Thank me for every trial that has strengthened your faith. Thank me for every reminder that my love has never left your side. One day you will look back on this month and recognize how faithfully I carried you through every moment. My child, continue expecting good things, not because life will always be easy, but because I will always be faithful. Continue praying with confidence, loving with generosity, forgiving with freedom, and trusting with unwavering hope. The rain of blessings I promised is not only falling upon your circumstances, it is also refreshing your soul, renewing your mind, and drawing you into a deeper relationship with me that no circumstance can ever take away. If these words have strengthened your spirit today, write, "Lord, your faithfulness surrounds me," in the comments. Let your declaration become a testimony that no matter what this month brings, your confidence remains firmly anchored in my unfailing love. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. There is still more I desire to reveal before this message comes to its conclusion. Keep walking with me one day at a time, and you will discover that the greatest blessing of this month has never been found only in what I place into your hands, but in the deeper trust, lasting peace, and unshakable hope that I am planting within your heart. My child, today I want you to stop for a moment and listen to the quiet whisper of my love. So often you rush from one responsibility to another, carrying concerns that were never meant to remain upon your shoulders. You spend your energy trying to solve every problem before it even appears. You search for certainty in a world that constantly changes. But I am calling you back to a place of rest. True peace is not found in having every answer. True peace is found in knowing that I am with you every step of the way. As this month continues, I want you to remember that every sunrise is another reminder of my faithfulness. When you open your eyes each morning, you are not waking up to face life alone. My presence is already waiting for you. Before your feet touch the ground, my mercy has already been renewed. Before your first concern enters your mind, my grace has already been prepared. This is how deeply I care for you. I never wait until you need help before I begin working. I go before you because my love is always preparing the way. My child, do not allow the disappointments of the past to convince you that your future must look the same. I am not limited by what has already happened. I can restore hope where discouragement once lived. I can bring healing where pain has remained for years. I can create opportunities where others see only closed doors. Never believe that your story has reached its final chapter while I am still writing it. There are moments when you ask me to change your circumstances immediately. Sometimes I do, but many times I first change your heart. When your heart is strengthened, you begin to see challenges differently. Fear loses its control. Worry no longer dominates your thoughts. Patience begins to replace frustration. Hope becomes stronger than doubt. This inner transformation is one of the greatest blessings I desire to give you because it remains long after circumstances have changed. My child, throughout this month I want you to be careful about the thoughts you welcome into your mind. Every day you are choosing which voice will become the loudest. Fear will speak, doubt will speak, criticism will speak, but my truth is stronger than them all. Fill your heart with words that remind you of my faithfulness. Remember the times I carried you through impossible situations. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the peace I have given you in seasons when nothing else made sense. Let those memories strengthen your confidence today. I also want you to become more generous with your patience. Not everyone around you is fighting battles you can see. There are hearts carrying silent burdens. There are people smiling while hiding deep pain. Your kindness may become the encouragement they have been praying for. Your gentle words may remind someone that they are not forgotten. Never underestimate how powerfully I can work through simple acts of compassion. My child, I know there are still dreams within your heart that seem distant. Perhaps you have wondered whether they will ever become reality. Continue placing them before me. Do not stop praying because the answer has not yet arrived. Continue preparing your heart while you wait. If the desire I have placed within you is according to my will, I know exactly how to bring it to fulfillment at the right time. Trust my timing more than your own understanding. Remember that gratitude has the power to transform your perspective. When you begin thanking me for what you already have, your heart becomes more aware of the blessings that surround you every day. Gratitude does not ignore challenges. It simply refuses to let challenges become greater than my goodness. Choose gratitude each morning, and you will begin noticing my fingerprints in places you once overlooked. My child, there may be unexpected changes before this month comes to an end. Do not be afraid of them. I remain unchanging even when everything around you seems uncertain. If one door closes, trust that I know why. If another door opens, seek my wisdom before walking through it. Every step taken with me is safer than a path chosen through fear alone. This month, I want your relationship with me to become stronger than your relationship with worry. Spend more time speaking with me than speaking to your fears. Spend more time reading my truth than listening to discouragement. Spend more time resting in my presence than trying to carry tomorrow's burdens by yourself. As you do, you will discover that peace is not something you chase. It is something you receive when you remain close to me. My child, never forget that the greatest blessing I pour into your life is my constant presence. Blessings may come and go, circumstances may change, seasons may pass, but I remain faithful through them all. I will continue guiding you, strengthening you, comforting you, and leading you toward the purpose I prepared long before this month began. Place your hand in mine again today, and keep walking forward with confidence. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I choose to trust you completely," in the comments. Let your declaration become a reminder that your faith is stronger than your fears, because your life is safely held in my loving hands. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. There is still more I desire to place within your heart before this message is complete. Continue seeking me with sincerity. Continue trusting me with patience. And continue walking with hope. As this month unfolds, you will discover again and again that the greatest rain of blessings is not only what I place around your life, but the peace, wisdom, strength, and unwavering faith that I continue pouring into your heart every single day. My child, as this month continues, I want you to remember that I have never asked you to carry tomorrow's burdens before tomorrow arrives. Many times, your heart becomes weary, not because of what is happening today, but because of what you fear might happen in the future. You imagine problems that have not yet appeared. You replay conversations that have not yet taken place. You prepare yourself for disappointments that may never come. My child, release those thoughts into my hands. Live faithfully in the day I have given you, and trust me with every tomorrow. I have already gone before you, and my grace will always meet you at the right moment. I know there have been times this month when you questioned whether your prayers were making a difference. You have prayed with sincerity. You have waited with patience. You have hoped with all your heart, yet some answers still seem far away. Listen carefully to my voice today. No prayer offered in faith is ever ignored. Every word spoken from a humble heart reaches me. Sometimes my answer comes quickly. Sometimes it unfolds little by little. Sometimes I answer in ways you did not expect, because I see what lies beyond this present moment. Trust that my wisdom is always working for your good, even when my timing is different from yours. My child, I want you to stop carrying guilt for things that I have already forgiven. When you sincerely came to me with repentance, I extended mercy, not condemnation. Do not continue punishing yourself for mistakes that I have already covered with my grace. Learn from them, grow through them, but do not remain trapped by them. I did not create you to live looking backward. I have called you to walk forward with hope, strengthened by the lessons of yesterday and encouraged by the promises of tomorrow. This month, I also want you to become more aware of the people I have placed around you. Some have encouraged you during difficult seasons. Others have challenged you to grow. Some have prayed for you without your knowledge. Be thankful for those relationships. Do not take them for granted. Speak words that build others up. Offer forgiveness freely. Choose patience when misunderstandings arise. Allow your relationships to become places where my love is clearly seen. My child, There may be moments before this month ends when unexpected opportunities appear before you. They may seem larger than your abilities. They may stretch your confidence. When those moments come, do not immediately say that you cannot do it. Ask me for wisdom. Ask me for courage. Remember that I have often called ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary purposes through my strength. If I open the door, trust that I will also provide what you need to walk through it faithfully. Remember that peace is not found in controlling every circumstance. Peace is found in trusting the one who holds every circumstance. The world chases security through possessions, achievements, and human approval. But lasting peace comes only from remaining close to me. When your heart rests in my presence, changing situations lose the power to shake your confidence because your foundation is no longer built upon temporary things. My child, continue making gratitude a daily habit throughout this month. Thank me not only for the victories you celebrate, but also for the lessons you continue learning. Thank me for the strength to rise each morning. Thank me for the wisdom that guides your decisions. Thank me for the quiet moments when my peace fills your heart. Gratitude does not deny life's difficulties. It reminds your soul that my goodness is greater than every challenge you face. I also want you to remember that every act of kindness matters. There are people carrying burdens they never speak about. Your gentle words may become the encouragement they desperately need. Your willingness to listen may remind someone that they are not alone. Your compassion may become a reflection of my love in a world that often feels cold and hurried. Never believe that simple acts of love are too small. I delight in using ordinary faithfulness to accomplish extraordinary things. My child, do not become discouraged if you cannot yet see the full picture of what I am doing. When a builder lays a foundation, much of the work remains hidden before the structure begins to rise. In the same way, I am building things within your heart that will support the blessings I desire to entrust to you. Your patience, humility, perseverance, and faith are becoming stronger with every passing day. These qualities will remain long after temporary circumstances have changed. Before this month comes to an end, take time to reflect upon how I have already carried you. Remember the peace I gave you during anxious moments. Remember the strength I provided when you felt weak. Remember the hope I placed within your heart when discouragement tried to overcome you. Let those memories become reminders that I have never failed you. The same faithful hands that carried you yesterday will continue leading you tomorrow. My child, keep expecting my goodness. Not because every day will be free from challenges, but because every challenge will become another opportunity for you to discover my faithfulness. Continue walking with confidence. Continue seeking my wisdom. Continue trusting my heart. I am still pouring blessings into your life, and many of them are already growing quietly beneath the surface, preparing to appear at exactly the right time. If these words have strengthened your spirit today, write, "Lord, your grace is enough for me," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that no matter what this month brings, my grace will always be sufficient, my love will always remain, and my presence will never leave your side. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. There is still more I desire to place within your heart before this message concludes. Continue walking by faith, continue choosing hope, and continue resting in my promises. As you do, you will discover that the greatest blessing of this month is not simply the answers you receive, but the deeper trust, greater peace, and stronger relationship you build with me every single day. My child, today I want to remind you that I have never measured your future by the size of the obstacles standing before you. I measure it by the greatness of my purpose and the depth of my love for you. When you look ahead, you may see mountains that seem impossible to climb. You may see questions without answers and roads that appear uncertain. But when I look at your future, I see every step already covered by my grace. I see every challenge that will become an opportunity for your faith to grow. I see every tear that will one day become a testimony of my faithfulness. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see, because I have already gone before you. My child, throughout this month I want you to learn the beauty of resting in my promises. The world will constantly tell you to strive harder, worry more, and depend only upon yourself. But I am inviting you to something different. I am inviting you to trust. Trust does not mean you stop working faithfully. Trust means you stop carrying burdens that only I was meant to carry. When you place your concerns into my hands, you are not becoming weak. You are becoming wise enough to recognize that my strength is greater than your own. I know there are prayers you have whispered so many times that you wonder if they still matter. Perhaps you have asked for healing. Perhaps you have prayed for someone you deeply love. Perhaps you have asked me to restore peace where there has been conflict, or to provide where there has been lack. My child, never think that repeated prayers become less valuable to me. Every prayer offered with sincerity is precious. I hear each one, and I hold every request within my perfect wisdom. Continue praying, continue believing, and continue trusting that I am working even when the answer has not yet become visible. This month, I want you to become more intentional about protecting your joy. Joy is not the absence of difficulty. Joy is the quiet confidence that I remain with you regardless of your circumstances. Do not surrender your joy to negative voices, endless comparisons, or constant worry. Return your thoughts to me. Remember my goodness. Remember my faithfulness. Remember the many times I have carried you through seasons you once believed you would never survive. The same hands that upheld you then are holding you now. My child, there are blessings already surrounding your life that you may have overlooked because you have been focused on what you are still waiting to receive. Look around with grateful eyes. Notice the strength I have given you to continue. Notice the peace that fills your heart after you spend time in my presence. Notice the people who encourage you, the opportunities to grow, and the quiet moments when hope returns to your spirit. Gratitude opens your heart to recognize my love in places where worry sees only problems. I also want you to remember that every act of obedience matters. When you choose honesty instead of compromise, I see it. When you choose kindness instead of anger, I see it. When you choose forgiveness instead of resentment, I see it. When you continue trusting me while waiting for answers, I see it. Nothing done in faith is insignificant. I am shaping your character through these daily choices, preparing you to reflect my love wherever you go. My child, do not become discouraged if others fail to understand your journey. Not everyone will see what I am doing in your life. Some people will misunderstand your decisions. Others may question your faith or your hope. Do not allow their opinions to become louder than my voice. Your identity is not found in human approval. Your identity is secure because you belong to me. When you remember who you are in my love, you no longer need to seek constant acceptance from the world. This month, make room for quiet moments with me. Turn away from distractions long enough to hear my gentle voice. I often speak through stillness. I strengthen your heart when you pause to listen. Do not allow busyness to steal the relationship we are building together. The deeper your fellowship with me becomes, the more confidently you will walk through every circumstance. My child, if unexpected challenges arise before this month is over, do not let fear become your first response. Let prayer become your first response. Bring every concern to me before allowing anxiety to settle into your heart. I am your refuge. I am your wisdom. I am your peace. Together we will face every challenge, and together we will celebrate every victory. You are never meant to walk this journey alone. Before this month comes to an end, I want you to pause and remember how far you have already come. Remember the fears I have helped you overcome. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the lessons that have made your faith stronger. Let these memories remind you that my work in your life is continuing. I am not finished with your story. Every new day is another page where my grace is being written across your life. My child, continue expecting my goodness. Continue walking with humility. Continue speaking words of hope. Continue loving those around you with compassion. And above all, continue placing your trust in me. No matter what the remaining days of this month may hold, my presence will remain your greatest blessing. I will guide you when you are uncertain, strengthen you when you are weary, comfort you when you are hurting, and fill your heart with peace that the world cannot take away. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I trust every step you have planned for me," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that your future is safely held in my loving hands. And if these messages have been a blessing to your life, remember to like this video, subscribe so you can continue growing in faith with us. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you feel led, support this ministry through the link below. Your generosity helps these messages reach hearts around the world that are searching for hope, comfort, and the assurance of my unfailing love. Stay with me through these final parts, my child. The journey is not over yet. There are still beautiful reminders of my faithfulness waiting for you, and I will continue walking beside you through every moment of this month and every season that follows. My love remains constant. My promises remain true, and my hand will never let go of yours. My child, today I want you to lift your eyes above the worries that have quietly filled your heart. You have spent enough time wondering what might happen tomorrow. You have carried questions that no one else could answer, and burdens that seem too heavy for your own strength. But I am asking you now to release them into my hands. I did not create you to live beneath the weight of fear. I created you to walk in the freedom that comes from trusting me. Every day you place your confidence in me is another day. Your heart becomes stronger than the doubts that once tried to control you. As this month continues, remember that my faithfulness is not determined by your circumstances. There will be days filled with joy, and there may be days that test your patience. There will be moments when prayers seem to be answered quickly, and there will be moments when waiting stretches your faith. Through every season, I remain unchanged. My love does not grow weaker when life becomes difficult. My promises do not disappear because challenges arise. I remain your refuge, your strength, and your constant source of hope. My child, do not overlook the quiet miracles taking place around you. Every morning you wake with another opportunity to begin again is a gift. Every breath is a reminder that my purpose for your life continues. Every act of kindness you receive is evidence that my love is still moving through people. Every moment of peace that fills your heart after spending time in my presence is a blessing that cannot be measured by the standards of this world. Learn to recognize these quiet gifts, because they reveal how closely I am walking beside you. This month, I want you to become more intentional about trusting my timing. Impatience often convinces you that something is wrong simply because it has not happened yet. But many of the greatest blessings require preparation. Just as fruit does not appear the moment a seed is planted, many answers unfold little by little. While you continue praying, I continue working. While you continue believing, I continue preparing. Do not lose hope because the process seems slow. I have never been late, and I never will be. My child, there are moments when you question whether you are enough. You compare your gifts, your progress, and your journey with those around you. Today, I want you to release comparison completely. I did not ask you to become someone else. I created you with purpose, and I have equipped you for the path I have chosen for your life. When you focus on the assignment I have given you, instead of comparing yourself with others, your heart becomes free to grow in confidence and gratitude. I also want you to remember that forgiveness is a gift you continue choosing. There may be memories that still bring pain, There may be words spoken against you that remain difficult to forget. Bring those wounds to me again. I know healing sometimes happens one step at a time. Do not become discouraged if the journey takes longer than expected. Every time you choose forgiveness instead of resentment, your heart becomes lighter, and my peace finds greater room to grow within you. My child, make this month a season of encouragement. Speak hope into your family. Pray for those who have lost courage. Help those who are struggling without expecting recognition. The smallest act of compassion can become the beginning of someone's healing. I often use ordinary moments to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Never believe that your kindness is too small to matter. When uncertainty tries to fill your thoughts, return to what you already know. You know that I have carried you through difficult seasons before. You know that I have provided when you lacked strength. You know that I have comforted you when your heart was broken. Let those memories strengthen your faith today. The God who was faithful yesterday remains faithful now and will remain faithful in every tomorrow still ahead. My child, spend time each day thanking me before you ask me for anything else. Gratitude changes the atmosphere of your soul. It reminds you that even while you continue waiting for certain answers, you are already surrounded by countless blessings. Thank me for your life. Thank me for the people I have placed around you. Thank me for every lesson that has shaped your character. Thank me for my mercy that greets you every morning. A thankful heart sees my goodness more clearly. Before this month comes to an end, there will be opportunities for you to choose faith over fear. When those moments arrive, remember that you do not walk into them alone. I will give you wisdom when decisions become difficult. I will give you courage when the path seems uncertain. I will give you peace when anxiety tries to take hold of your heart. Remain close to me, and you will always have what you need for the next step. My child, never forget that the greatest blessing I can give you is not merely changing your circumstances, but drawing you closer to my heart. When you know me more deeply, your faith becomes stronger than your fears. Your hope becomes greater than your disappointments. Your joy remains steady even when life becomes uncertain. This is the lasting blessing I desire for you, not only during this month, but throughout every season of your life. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I choose faith over fear," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that your confidence rests not in what you can see, but in the one who faithfully walks beside you every day. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. There is still more I desire to place within your heart before this message comes to its close. Continue seeking me with all your heart. Continue trusting me with every concern, and continue believing that my love is working in your life even when you cannot yet see the full picture. The rain of blessings I have promised begins with my presence, grows through your trust, and overflows into a life that remains firmly rooted in my unfailing love. My child, today I want you to remember that no season of your life has ever been meaningless. There have been days when you questioned why certain doors closed, why certain prayers seemed delayed, and why certain paths became more difficult than you expected. You searched for answers while carrying a heart that longed for relief. But even in those moments, I was working with wisdom that reaches far beyond what your eyes could see. Nothing you have walked through has been wasted. Every lesson has strengthened you. Every challenge has refined you. And every moment you trusted me has become part of the beautiful story I am writing through your life. As this month continues, I want you to stop measuring your progress only by what is visible. Some of the greatest changes I bring into your life happen quietly. Your heart becomes more patient, your faith becomes more mature, your spirit becomes more peaceful, your love becomes more compassionate. These blessings may not always be noticed by others, but they are precious in my sight. I am shaping you from the inside out, because lasting transformation always begins within the heart. My child, do not allow fear to rob you of the joy I have placed before you today. Fear has a way of convincing you that tomorrow's problems deserve today's attention. But I have called you to live differently. I have called you to trust me, one day at a time. Each morning I provide fresh mercy. Each day I provide sufficient grace. Each moment I remain beside you. Why should you carry tomorrow's burden when I have already promised to carry you? There may be times before this month ends when your patience is tested. People may misunderstand your intentions. Plans may change unexpectedly. Answers may take longer than you hoped. During those moments, choose to respond with the peace that comes from knowing I am still in control. Do not allow temporary frustration to steal the joy that my presence provides. Remain calm, remain prayerful, and remain confident that I am working even when you cannot immediately see the results. My child, I want you to begin noticing the blessings that come through simple moments. Enjoy the quiet conversations with those you love. Appreciate the beauty of another sunrise. Be thankful for the strength to complete the work before you. Treasure the peace that fills your heart when you spend time in my presence. These moments may seem ordinary, but they are gifts that remind you how closely I walk beside you each day. Remember that your words carry influence. Speak hope into situations that seem hopeless. Speak kindness where there is anger. Speak encouragement where there is discouragement. Let your conversations reflect the peace I have placed within your heart. Someone around you may be searching for hope without even saying a word. Allow your life to become a gentle reminder that my love is still reaching people through willing hearts. My child, do not become discouraged because your journey looks different from someone else's. Comparison only distracts you from the purpose I have given you. I have never asked you to follow another person's path. I have prepared a unique calling for your life, and I know exactly how to guide you toward it. Trust the pace I have chosen for you. Every delay, every opportunity, and every lesson has been measured according to my perfect wisdom. This month, I also invite you to grow in generosity. Give freely of your encouragement. Give your time to those who need compassion. Offer forgiveness where healing is needed. Pray faithfully for those who cannot find the words to pray for themselves. The more you allow my love to flow through your life, the more your own heart will experience the joy that comes from living according to my purpose. My child, whenever doubt begins to whisper, answer it by remembering my faithfulness. Remember how many times I have carried you through situations that once seemed impossible. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the strength I gave you when you thought you had nothing left. Let your memories become fuel for your faith. If I have remained faithful through every previous season, you can trust me completely with the days that still lie ahead. Before this month comes to an end, I want you to make one simple decision each morning. Choose to seek me before you seek the opinions of the world. Allow my truth to shape your thinking before fear has the opportunity to speak. Spend time with me before rushing into your responsibilities. When your heart begins the day in my presence, you will carry my peace into every conversation, every decision, and every challenge. My child, never forget that I delight in walking with you. I do not grow weary of your prayers. I do not become impatient with your questions. I do not stop loving you when you struggle. My mercy is new every morning, and my compassion never fails. No matter what this month still holds, my hand will remain upon your life, guiding you with wisdom, surrounding you with peace, and filling your heart with hope that cannot be shaken. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I will walk by faith every day," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that your confidence is built not upon changing circumstances, but upon my unchanging love. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. There is still more I desire to speak into your heart before this message comes to its conclusion. Continue trusting me with every concern. Continue thanking me for every blessing, and continue believing that the rain of blessings I have promised is already nourishing your soul, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for every good work I have planned for your life. My child, today I want you to quiet every voice of fear and listen carefully to mine. I know there are moments when your heart becomes overwhelmed by questions about the future. You wonder what tomorrow will bring. You wonder whether everything will work together for good. You wonder if you have enough strength to finish what is before you. But I want you to remember this simple truth. You are not walking toward an uncertain future alone. You are walking with the one who already knows every moment that lies ahead. I have seen every tomorrow before you arrive there, and I have already prepared the grace you will need. This month, I want you to stop allowing your past disappointments to become the measure of your future expectations. Because something did not happen the way you hoped before does not mean it will never happen. Because one door closed does not mean every door will remain shut. Because one season was difficult does not mean every season will be the same. My child, I am the God of new beginnings. I am able to create opportunities where none seem to exist. I am able to restore what has been broken and breathe hope into places where discouragement once lived. Remember that I have never asked you to understand everything before you trust me. If you could see every detail of your journey, faith would no longer be necessary. Instead, I invite you to walk with confidence, believing that my wisdom is greater than your understanding. When you cannot see the entire road, simply take the next step with me. I will continue providing light for each new day, just as I always have. My child, there are blessings I desire to pour into your life that cannot be measured by earthly success. I want to bless you with a peaceful heart that remains steady during difficult times. I want to bless you with wisdom that guides your decisions. I want to bless you with patience that reflects my love. I want to bless you with courage that allows you to keep moving forward when fear tells you to stop. These are treasures that remain with you no matter what circumstances may change. I know there are times when you become discouraged because you cannot see immediate results from your prayers, but never believe that waiting means I have forgotten you. While you continue praying, I continue working. While you continue believing, I continue preparing. There are conversations I am arranging, hearts I am softening, opportunities I am opening, and lessons I am teaching. Everything is unfolding according to my perfect wisdom. Trust the process, even when you cannot yet see the complete picture. My child, I also want you to become more aware of the words you speak over your own life. Do not continually declare defeat when I have called you to live with hope. Do not speak as though your future has already been decided by fear. Instead, let your words agree with my promises. Remind yourself that I am faithful. Remind yourself that I remain with you. Remind yourself that no challenge is greater than my power. What fills your heart will eventually shape your life, so fill it with truth that brings peace rather than fear. This month, I invite you to practice kindness in every place I lead you. Be patient with those who are struggling. Encourage those who have lost hope. Forgive those who have hurt you. Pray for those who oppose you. These choices may not always be easy, but they reveal my character through your life. Every act of love becomes another reminder that my light is still shining in this world through willing hearts. My child, never underestimate the value of quiet faithfulness. You may think that your daily prayers, your simple acts of obedience, and your small choices to trust me are unnoticed. But heaven sees every one of them. I delight in faithful hearts. I rejoice when you choose integrity instead of compromise, humility instead of pride, and love instead of resentment. These quiet victories are preparing you for greater responsibilities in the days ahead. Remember that you are never alone in your struggles. Whenever you feel weak, call upon me. Whenever confusion fills your mind, seek my wisdom. Whenever your heart becomes weary, rest in my presence. I am not distant from your pain. I am near to those who seek me with sincere hearts. Let my presence become your place of refuge, and you will discover strength that does not depend upon your own ability. My child, before this month comes to an end, take time to celebrate the ways you have grown. Perhaps your circumstances have not changed as much as you hoped, but your heart has become stronger. Your faith has become deeper. Your patience has increased. Your trust has matured. These are precious gifts that no one can take away. Continue building your life upon these lasting treasures, because they will sustain you through every season that still lies ahead. Do not fear what remains in this month. I am already there. Every conversation, every opportunity, every challenge, and every blessing has already passed through my loving hands. I will continue guiding you, strengthening you, and reminding you that my plans for your life are filled with hope. Keep your eyes upon me, and you will discover that my peace is greater than every uncertainty you face. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I place my future in your hands," in the comments. Let your declaration remind you that your confidence rests not in what you can control, but in the one who faithfully holds every moment of your life. Stay with me through these final parts of our journey, my child. The end of this message is drawing near, but my love for you never comes to an end. Continue seeking me each day. Continue trusting me with every concern, and continue believing that the rain of blessings I have promised is not only refreshing your circumstances, but also renewing your heart, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for the beautiful future I have lovingly planned for you. My child, as this journey through the month draws closer to its end, I want you to pause and look back with eyes of gratitude instead of regret. Think about how many moments I have carried you when you believed you could not continue. Think about the strength I placed within you when your own strength seemed to disappear. Think about the peace I whispered into your heart when fear tried to become louder than faith. You have not reached this moment by accident. Every step has been guided by my loving hand, even during the times when you could not recognize my presence. This month has not only been about the blessings you have received, it has also been about the person you are becoming. I have been teaching you to trust me more deeply than before. I have been showing you that my faithfulness does not depend upon perfect circumstances. I have been reminding you that hope grows strongest when it is rooted in my promises instead of temporary situations. Never underestimate the quiet work I have been accomplishing within your heart. The transformation taking place inside you is one of the greatest gifts I could ever give. My child, I know there are still questions that remain unanswered. There are prayers that are still resting in your heart. There are dreams you continue placing before me. Do not let unanswered questions become unanswered faith. Continue believing, continue praying, continue walking with confidence. I have not forgotten a single request you have placed into my hands. Every prayer is known to me, and every answer will come according to my perfect wisdom and unfailing love. Remember that your future is not controlled by fear. It is not controlled by the opinions of others. It is not controlled by the mistakes of your past. Your future rests securely in my hands. I am the one who opens doors that no one can shut. I am the one who provides wisdom when confusion surrounds you. I am the one who gives strength when your heart grows weary. Because your life is held by me, you do not have to live in constant anxiety about what tomorrow may bring. My child, continue guarding your heart throughout the remaining days of this month. Refuse to allow bitterness to settle within you. Refuse to allow jealousy to steal your joy. Refuse to allow discouragement to become your companion. Instead, fill your heart with gratitude, compassion, and hope. What fills your heart today will shape the direction of your tomorrow. Choose thoughts that bring you closer to me, rather than thoughts that lead you away from my peace. I also want you to remember that every opportunity to love another person is a gift. Do not become so focused on your own concerns that you overlook the needs of those around you. Someone is waiting for encouragement. Someone needs forgiveness. Someone needs a reminder that they are not alone. Allow my kindness to flow through your words and actions. When you become a blessing to others, you often discover blessings that you never expected for yourself. My child, there may still be moments before this month ends when unexpected challenges appear. When they do not panic. Pause and remember how many times I have already proven my faithfulness. I have never abandoned you. I have never left you to face life's battles by yourself. The same grace that carried you yesterday will carry you tomorrow. The same love that comforted you before will comfort you again. Trust my heart, even when your eyes cannot yet see the complete picture. This month, I have been inviting you to draw closer to me, not because I desire perfection from you, but because I desire relationship with you. Speak with me each morning. Thank me throughout the day. Trust me with every concern before you rest each night. Let our relationship become the strongest foundation of your life. When your heart remains close to mine, peace will become stronger than fear, and hope will become greater than uncertainty. My child, never believe that your life is too ordinary to make a difference. Every act of faithfulness matters. Every prayer matters. Every encouraging word matters. Every decision to obey me matters. I delight in using ordinary people with willing hearts to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Continue serving faithfully even when no one else notices. I see every act of love, and nothing done for my glory is ever wasted. Before this month comes to its close, I want you to release every remaining burden into my hands. Let go of the fears you cannot control. Let go of the regrets that continue pulling your thoughts backward. Let go of the pressure to understand everything. Trust me completely. I am faithful enough to carry what is too heavy for you. I am wise enough to guide what seems confusing. I am loving enough to never let you walk alone. My child, the days ahead are still filled with opportunities to witness my goodness. Wake each morning expecting my presence. Look for my guidance in every decision. Thank me for every blessing, whether great or small. Allow your faith to become stronger with every passing day. The rain of blessings I have promised is not only falling upon your circumstances, but also upon your heart, refreshing your spirit and preparing you for every purpose I have planned. If these words have encouraged your heart today, write, "Lord, I will finish this month with faith," in the comments. Let your declaration become a reminder that no matter what remains ahead, your confidence is firmly placed in my unfailing love. Stay with me for the final part of this journey, my child. There is one last message I want to leave within your heart before this series comes to an end. Remember that my blessings are not limited to 1 month or 1 season. My love will continue leading you beyond today, strengthening your faith, filling your heart with peace, and reminding you every day that as long as you walk with me, you will never walk alone. My child, as we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to carry these words with you into every new day that lies ahead. This message may be coming to its conclusion, but my love for you never comes to an end. My presence will not remain only within these moments. I will continue walking beside you tomorrow, next week, next month, and throughout every season of your life. Wherever you go, I will be there. Whatever you face, I will remain faithful. Whatever burden tries to weigh upon your heart, my grace will always be greater. When you first stepped into this month, you may have carried fears about the future. Perhaps you wondered whether your prayers would be answered. Perhaps you questioned whether you were strong enough to face what was ahead. Perhaps you looked at your circumstances and struggled to see hope. But my child, I have been reminding you again and again that your confidence does not come from perfect circumstances. Your confidence comes from knowing that I am with you. I have not abandoned you, and I never will. Look back for a moment and remember how many times I have carried you through situations that once seemed impossible. Remember the moments when I gave you peace, even though nothing around you had changed. Remember the strength that came when you believed you had nothing left to give. Remember the quiet answers to prayer that arrived in ways you did not expect. These are not coincidences. They are reminders that my hand has always been upon your life. My child, never allow temporary disappointments to erase the memory of my faithfulness. There may still be unanswered prayers, but there are also countless prayers I have already answered. There may still be dreams waiting for their season, but there are also blessings already surrounding your life every single day. Train your heart to remember my goodness. Gratitude will keep your faith alive when circumstances tempt you to become discouraged. I want you to continue walking with confidence, not because every road will be easy, but because I will be with you on every road. Storms may come, but they will not have the final word. Challenges may arise, but they will not separate you from my love. Uncertainty may visit your mind, but my truth will remain steady. Build your life upon my promises, and you will discover a peace that remains, even when everything around you seems uncertain. My child, continue making time for me every day. Before the noise of the world fills your thoughts, spend a few quiet moments in my presence. Speak to me honestly. Listen with an open heart. Allow my word to guide your decisions and shape your character. The closer you remain to me, the more clearly you will recognize my direction. I desire not only to bless your life, but also to deepen our relationship, because knowing me is the greatest treasure you will ever receive. Remember that every opportunity to love another person is an opportunity to reflect my heart. Forgive quickly. Encourage generously. Serve humbly. Be patient with those who are struggling. Let your words bring healing instead of hurt. Let your actions become reminders that hope is still alive. You may never fully understand how deeply your kindness touches another person's life, but I see every seed of love you plant, and none of them are ever wasted. My child, do not be afraid of the future. I have already gone before you. The opportunities waiting ahead have already passed through my loving hands. The challenges that may come have already been measured by my wisdom. The blessings prepared for you will arrive according to my perfect timing. You do not have to force open doors that I have not opened. Simply remain faithful where you are and trust that I will guide you step by step. I also want you to remember that my blessings are not limited to material things. I desire to fill your life with wisdom that leads you, peace that guards your heart, courage that strengthens your spirit, joy that remains through every season, and hope that never fades. These are treasures that the world cannot give and cannot take away. Seek these blessings above all else, and you will discover a richness that lasts forever. My child, whenever fear tries to return, answer it with faith. Whenever worry tries to steal your peace, return to my presence. Whenever disappointment whispers that nothing will change, remember all the ways I have already carried you. Do not allow the voice of fear to become louder than the voice of my love. I have always been faithful, and I will continue being faithful for every day of your life. Before we finish this journey, I want you to make one promise, not to me alone, but also to yourself. Promise that you will continue trusting me even when you do not understand. Promise that you will continue praying even while you are waiting. Promise that you will continue loving even when others fail to love you in return. Promise that you will continue believing that my plans are good, because they are. Every step you take in faith draws you closer to the beautiful purpose I have prepared for you. My child, as you move forward, remember that every sunrise is another invitation to begin again. Do not carry yesterday's failures into today's opportunities. Receive my mercy with gratitude. Receive my peace with confidence. Receive my love with humility. Let every new day become another chance to walk more closely with me and to become a reflection of my grace to the world around you. If these messages have strengthened your heart throughout this journey, write, "Lord, I trust you with every new day," in the comments. Let your declaration become a testimony of faith and a source of encouragement for someone else who may be searching for hope today. And if these devotionals have blessed your life, remember to like this video, subscribe so you can continue growing in faith with future messages. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you feel led to support this ministry through the link below, your generosity helps bring these messages of hope, peace, and God's love to countless hearts around the world. Thank you for being part of this journey. Now go forward with confidence, my child. Walk into every new day knowing that my hand is upon you, my peace is within you, and my love surrounds you. I will strengthen you when you are weak, guide you when you are uncertain, comfort you when you are hurting, and rejoice with you in every victory. No matter where life leads you, never forget this unchanging truth. I am your faithful shepherd, your constant refuge, your everlasting hope, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Walk in peace, walk in faith, and walk in the confidence that my blessings will continue to flow into your life as you remain close to my heart.